This is meteorologist Dan Baumgart with the National Weather Service in La Crosse with an update to the severe weather that's possible this afternoon and evening of May 12th, Monday. We're watching a weather system move through the area that could bring a few different threats of weather, and most of the activity should be over portions of northeast Iowa and into central Wisconsin. So that does include southwest Wisconsin. As the weather system moves through, we expect more rainfall, especially in that area, 1 inch of total rainfall, but amounts could be higher in the areas of thunderstorms. And this will produce rivers to be on the rise through the next several days and could cause some flash flooding as well, which is flooding that occurs rapidly after the rainfall occurs. Our confidence in that rainfall is a little bit higher. We think some rain and storms will be forming, a little bit higher than the tornado threat in that area. We feel that there is an isolated tornado threat down into northeast Iowa through southwest and into central Wisconsin this afternoon and into the evening hours, but our confidence is low on that occurring. Across the entire area, we do feel like this afternoon and into the evening we'll have a damaging wind and hail threat, hail approximately 1 inch. We don't expect very large hail, but we do have some potential for hail. I would say the higher potential is for damaging winds in the area. Our confidence is a little bit lower to the north and west of La Crosse, as the conditions won't be quite as favorable, and they again will be higher south and east of La Crosse. Here are the hazards as of mid-afternoon. We had flash flood watches out for that heavy rainfall potential. We think as the evening goes on, or even the late afternoon, we may shave a little bit of this off in the western area as the main plume of moisture looks to be heading through portions of Wisconsin and extreme eastern Iowa. There are storms to the south. There is currently a severe thunderstorm watch over the I-80 corridor in parts of eastern Iowa and northern Illinois. Current radar across the country shows this stream of moisture, this moisture plume heading northeastward into the area again, and a closer look shows storms and rainfall starting to head towards points of La Crosse and south, and this is again the area that we're most concerned with over the next several hours into the evening for more significant chances of severe weather and flash flooding. The reason is because this weather system is moving northeastward towards Lake Superior, and with it it's dragging some quite unstable moist air from the Gulf of Mexico into the area. And so this moisture will be with us through about midnight before it pushes east into Wisconsin as the surface low shifts toward Lake Superior. This cold front will push the moisture off to the east and end the heavy rain threat and bring in cooler conditions for the morning hours. So the Storm Prediction Center still has a slight risk of severe storms across the area. There is a little bit more of an elevated risk of tornadoes in eastern Iowa through about central Wisconsin again, and that's because of that moisture surge heading northward. And so there will be the potential for an isolated tornado this afternoon and probably into the early evening. And then thunderstorm probabilities pretty widespread across the area, although we do think there's a little bit of an elevated risk again south and east of La Crosse, and the same thing for hail, again hitting northeast Iowa into central Wisconsin. There's the rainfall that we expect tonight. We do expect a little bit more in the afternoon hours, and the totals around the area look about like this. What we're forecasting is somewhere around 1 inch of rain, again over that northeast Iowa through central Wisconsin area, with lesser amounts to the northwest. Here's our latest severe weather graphic off of our internet homepage. And again, you see the targeted area that I've talked about in this weather briefing, south and east of La Crosse, but there is a severe weather chance further to the northwest. And again, there is the possibility of flash flooding, especially in this points east and south of La Crosse. So again, the one of the big concerns is going to be flash flooding potential with all the rain we've had lately, but damaging winds, we will certainly have a shot at seeing some of those. Hail to about an inch, and then an isolated tornado south and east of La Crosse cannot be ruled out. So there is a flash flood watch in event, or flash flood watch in effect, and that is for localized flooding. But we expect the rivers to rise as well over the next several days from this rainfall. Storm spotters may be needed to help us out with identifying severe storms this afternoon and into the evening. Once again, this was a severe weather briefing as of mid-afternoon on Monday from the National Weather Service in La Crosse.